Well, hello, and today I'm going to walk you through how to make a card similar to this lovely butterfly one. This butterfly was created using the Grapefruit Grove cardstock. Today I'm going to go through and use Call Me Clover. So to start with, what you will need is a sheet of cardstock in Call Me Clover that is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. You will also need a sheet of Whisper White cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4 inch. A piece of Designer Series paper in Call Me Clover that is 4 by 2 5/8. Now, on the Grapefruit Grove card, I have a piece of Grapefruit Grove ribbon. Okay, that gives me the division between the white and the Designer Series paper. I don't have Call Me Clover ribbon, so what I've done instead is I've cut a piece of cardstock, Call Me Clover. I've cut it 1/4 inch wide and it's 4 inches long, and that's going to be the division between the white and the Designer Series paper. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach the Designer Series paper to the Whisper White. Okay, so I'm just going to glue it. And the reason I put it on first is that I can see exactly where I can put my sentiment. And that way I know exactly what room I have. Okay, so there it is. Put on there at the bottom nicely. Okay, now the sentiment I'm going to use for this card is from the Butterfly Gala stamp set. Okay, so I picked Thank You So Very Much. Now, I've already set this up so I can stamp my sentiment on here. Now, if you don't have something like this for your stamping, I would suggest purchasing the Stamparatus. What it does is to set your paper in place. You decide where you want the stamp to go. Okay, you line it up. It sticks to the back of this. Okay. And then you ink it up, put it down. And if those of you that are already stamping, you know sometimes the stamp does not turn out perfect. So what all you have to do is open it up again, put some more ink on there, put it down, and you're set. Okay, and you can do it until as many times as you want, and then you get the actual appearance that you would like. And it's in the exact same spot. You don't have to worry about if anything is lined up or not. So what I am using for stamping, it is Call Me Clover. Okay. Now, I did not purchase all the large stamp sets, okay? I couldn't afford that. I'm sure some of you can't afford that either. So what you can do is you can purchase the uninked stamp pads, small size, okay? And the small bottle ink refills, okay? And it comes out to roughly $7 and some odd cents Canadian. And you think, well, that's not a big difference between the other. It's just $4. Well, $4 when you look at the number of colors that they have, and I wanted all the colors, it adds up. Okay, so this is what I do, so that's why I have the little one. So I'm just going to ink it up. Hopefully we can see this. And put it down there. And I'm just going to press to make sure everything's on there. Well, and I like that, so I'm going to stick with that. Okay. All right, and now that that's stamped, you can see how it looks right now. Okay, so the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the dividing piece in the middle. Okay, and for this I'm going to use the multi-purpose white glue. just because if you use the snail tape, it's too wide for this and you end up with a mess. I know some people can do it and cut it off. I haven't found that works. So I just use the multi-purpose glue and it holds it. It just has to sit for a minute and then you're good to go. Okay, so I get it lined up. Okay. And there's that. Okay, our next step is going to be to attach this to our base. And for that, you want to use the snail tape for that. Okay, so we're almost there. Okay, we have that. And the last thing is the butterflies that we're going to add onto the card. And for those, I'm going to use the Butterfly Gala. I'm going to stamp out a couple of those butterflies. And then when they're stamped, I will stamp them in the Call Me Clover color. And then I will punch them out using the butterfly punch. Okay, those are the 3 butterflies that I stamped, and I stamped them in the Call Me Clover. So now all we have left to do is to put them on here for decor. And when I put them on, I am going to use dimensionals. I want them to stand out. I don't want them to lay flat. It just gives it a little bit something different. It's not so plain and one-dimensional. Okay. There. All right. And you don't have to be precise when attaching the butterflies. Okay. Just put it there. Okay. All right. Ugh, this paper wants to stick to my hands. Okay. Now maybe I'll put this one going this way. Okay. This is what's nice when you're making your own cards. You have that artistic freedom to decide how you want everything to go. You want to do it a little differently? Do a little differently. I did all mine the one color. You could do different colors. There. And there you have it. It's actually very simple to make, not very difficult, doesn't take very long, and it looks very beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if you decide to make your own card like it, please let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.